Hi everybody, it's Breeze, one Witchy Gal. I thought I'd make a video to show you where I do my tarot readings and do my magic. Please excuse my voice today. I am fighting a sinus and chest infection, so sound a little bit heavier than normal. But for those of you who don't know, I've been practicing Wicca and magic for well over 25 years. I do tarot readings, and this is the space where I do my work in. This is the space that when people come into my home, this is what they walk into. So I thought I'd just do a quick little tour around to kind of show you where I do my work. I moved fast there because I had some family photos. I'm trying to keep them out of the video. It's just a wine rack that I have sitting in front of the window when the sun shines in really bright. The globes light up. I am getting ready for Halloween, but pretty much what's out in the room is what's out year round. These are just some stones and things that I've collected when I find that call to me. This is my most recent one. When I was doing some final gardening, fall gardening, if you can see it. I found that one outside and I really liked it. So I brought it in. And below here is where I keep my Book of Shadows. And my cauldron. Gotta clean that up. I just did my full moon rite not too long ago, so I'll clean that up in a little while. Over here, I'll stay low, is my moon water. Put some water out, a few bottles of water on the full moon each month. And then I try to keep as much as I can because I do use it in a lot of my magical workings and my spells. My Book of Shadows is just a big binder there's a lot of stuff in there. Like I said, I've been practicing for a long time. So this is cute. I picked this up a few years ago.
Don't you dare hang up.
I like it. It's so cute.
Come with me to the grave.
Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid my family photographs here. And this is kind of, I guess I'd call it my witch's chest. And just different things I've collected over the years. That means something to me. I used to have all my stuff in a spare bedroom. But one of our daughters moved back home, so I gave her room back and moved my stuff back out here. I like it out here anyway, so before I'm going to work in the mornings, and when I come home from work, it's first thing I see, so it's nice. So I'll just kind of give you a little bit of a tour. This is one of my first videos, so I hope I'm not too shaky. Yeah, these are a few unicorns that I brought back from Mexico in the 80s. But when I moved my stuff back out, these two got broke. So I'm trying to find some really good glue to fix them. This is just a few things that sit out. My mortar and pestle. This is from a mine in California. This here. was my grandmother's. She gave it to me years and years ago. She had gotten it when she went to California, I believe, in the 60s. And up here is just a few other little things. Some unicorns and fairies and some bottles and a witch hat. This is my working altar. You know, it's kind of trying to get it so you can see it without too much of a glare, but when I first started out years ago, I had made this sun and this moon, just cut it out of paper and wrapped the one in tinfoil to be the moon, and I've always kept it on a mirror. And there's my Wiccan reed, and ye harm none, do what ye will. And kind of in the background, it was supposed to sort of represent me, I guess, or reaching up to the universal energies. And that's just my representations and my candles for the elements and spirit and goddess and God. My wand. Below that's just a few books and my offering bowl. And some new smudge sticks that I've gotten that I haven't put away yet. And this is kind of the top. It's kind of set up for a little bit of fall for, it's the season, it's October, and a little bit of Halloween. Just a few things up there, my globe. Another fairy Barbie, I think that one is. Some skulls. And it's, I don't know if you can see that, that's my pentagram and my goddess symbol. It's made of Christmas wreaths from years ago that were all sparkly. I put them together. I think it's really pretty. And just a few other things that I've collected. Some of my crystals are sitting in there. A little wasp nest, some dandelions, a few things that I've got drying out from the last time I did some gardening work. And below that's just some more unicorns and fairies. When I had the stuff in the spare room, I could have it spread out a bit more, but once I moved everything out here, but I'm still happy with it. And there's some of my herbs. And again, over here on this side, it's kind of the same thing. It's just some bottles, and I don't know if you can see it. Halloween, I've got those at the dollar store. A witch's shoes and her hat. Maybe if I open it up, it'd be easier to see. Less glare from the light. Glass. And then below that's just a few little trinkets. That was a little china set I had as a little girl, so I put that out there. And those are some dolls from when I stood in weddings. And the one that sort of looks like the bride, that was one of my mom's last dolls when she was younger. And the other one was a doll that my grandmother had. So I took that as well. And then again, below that is just some more statues and witches and my raven. It's hard to see back there. And a plate from a set that I have that I really like, an old set. And down here is this is kind of turned into a little bit of a remembrance for we've lost some pets the last year and a half. The urn is our dog Oreo. She was 14. And then I have memory of our two of our cats, Oliver and Q's. Q's was about 17 when he passed about a year ago. And Oliver was about 5 or 6. And then I don't know if you can see that, but in background I have like a little bit of their fur in some containers. Then in my chest I also keep, different things that I may need. I have some crystals and some stones in this drawer. And down here, this one's just my books, and I forgot over here in this drawer. This is where I keep my essential oils and everything that I use too. And then I have just a few things sitting out. That's so beautiful. That reef, this does not do it justice. It just sparkles. And then over in this corner is just another little area where I keep a few other things, some of the tools that I use. Some of it are just items that I've collected. These 2 of my dolls from when I was younger. The dark-haired one was mine from, I think, the time I was 3 or something. I'd picked her out, and the other one was my grandmother's, one of her favorite ones. So when she passed, I kept hers as well. And then I've dressed them up in witch outfits for the season. And that's my sacred broom. I rested up against them. They're pretty much out all year round, dressed in their witch costume in my space. And then up here, I was doing some tarot readings earlier, so still got my cards out. Just, Magic 8 Ball, who doesn't have one of those? Just some other things that I enjoy. Got a candle going. This here is the last of my first snow from last year. I take a little bit each year, and I use it in certain times of years and for certain rituals and spells. Some decorations. Which is a seasonal calendar, of course. And I like this. We are the granddaughters of the witches you could not burn. One of my daughters picked that up for me when they were at a flea market or something. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you where it is that I do most of my workings in. Try not to move too fast here. And when I do my tarot readings, and I pretty much do them at this table. It gets set up. I put my cloth out and my candles and my crystals that I'm using, and I do my readings. And when I'm doing my rituals or my rites, sometimes I use this table as well. I just clear the chairs out of the way, the ones I don't need, one for myself if I'm going to require one. And a lot of times if it's just like a full moon rite, or when I'm doing my little morning prayers or meditating before I go to bed or in the morning or when I have time, I just sit on the floor in front of my witch chest and my altar and do that there as well. So, just want to thank you for watching my video. I hope you like it. Like I said, this is one of the first videos I've made. So, have a great day. Blessed be.